What's happening, guys? It's itsFAULKSY and welcome to another episode of FIFA 21 Seasons Premier League A to Z Road to Division 1. And as you can see in front of you right now, these are my first attempts at trying to get out of Division 5. Not so good, 6 losses with a measly 2 wins. So I had another go, and here it is. Game 1, Leicester City versus Paris Saint-Germain. We started off pretty decent with a nice cheeky counter-attacking bit of football with Jamie Vardy, finished off by Mr. Barnes on the wing. And if that wasn't good enough, just before half-time we had a nice through ball through to Jose Perez to make it 2. Nicely does it. And the half-time whistle went. Second half commences, and like the first half, we made a very, very decent impression. Only 5 minutes in, a Jamie Vardy finish that should have been tapped in and finished off by James Maddison, 3-0. And later on in the game, things just got worse, and we made it 4. And if you think 4 was bad, well, unfortunately, in the later stages of the game, heading towards the 90th minute, we got a decent counter-attacking break, and bosh, you can see James Maddison finished it off. Leicester 5, PSG 0. Decent start to Division 5. Don't mind if I do. And the whistle went, and it was game over. 9 matches to go. Second, we have a nice bit of Liverpool FC. A cheeky through ball for Firmino earlier on. 2 minutes in, we took the lead with a 1-0. But shortly after, just before half time, we had a concede of 1 goal, leading in to the half time whistle. Second half kicked off, and it was very competitive, but unfortunately, not competitive enough for me, as quickly after the kickoff, a Jota goal made it 2-1. And shortly after this, a cheeky Jota spin, it's another goal, 3-1 to Liverpool in the 58th minute. And the little cheeky attack here, we got took down for a penalty. And instead of continuing the game, my opponent thought it'd be a funny idea to think, you're not having that penalty, I'm going to back out. So, yeah. 2 games, 2 wins, fantastic stuff. On to the third, when we got to play with Manchester City. Early on again, we had a slight error from my opponent, which caused a Fernandinho absolute belter in the top right bins. I will take that any day. And just before half time, this absolute cracker of a goal from Riyad Mahrez is just what dreams are made of. 2-0 to Manchester City in this lovely, lovely derby. And then the half time whistle went. Decent start for our third game of Division 5 seasons. Second half commenced, and we were ready to capitalise on the first half. However, it didn't go too well, and we quickly conceded to make it 2-1. However, quick counter-attacking football allowed us to score a cheeky Kevin De Bruyne goal to make it 3-1. And we're a bit of nippy bum time. They got another goal back with no one else but Bruno Fernandes. But thankfully, we managed to hold on with a nice 3-2 victory. 3 games, 3 wins. Division 4, here we come. Pep with a handshake. But I mean, look at that Mahrez goal. It's absolutely outrageous. I mean, I shouldn't be doing that in Division 5, but I mean, I'll take that absolutely any day of the week. Right. And after trashing Manchester United I then became Manchester United and played Manchester City the game after, which was pretty interesting. With a nice kick-off that I gave away pretty much instantly. However, this wasn't enough to stop the break of Bruno Fernandes to Tony Marshall, which made a nice 1-0 start. Ting ting, walla walla bing bing. Oh, and what do we have here? We've got 1-0 in the 77th minute. And... oh, what is this I see? Your connection's gone. Yes, and that means I won. So, yeah, pretty quick derby. On to Newcastle, which I thought, Newcastle, Manchester City, good start with an Almiron goal. Very, very good from Almiron. Not bad. 8th minute, 1-0 to Newcastle. I thought, yes, fantastic. Until, obviously, we realised we're playing Manchester City. It's 1-1. Or, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, it's 2-1. Not ideal. And, yeah. Now it's 3-1. Well, at least the half-time whistle went. And, you know, my idea is, let's get back into this. We are Newcastle. We are strong. We are away to Manchester City at the Etihad. We are away to Manchester City at the Etihad. It's 4-1. And to make matters worse, it then became 5-1. And I thought, there's really no point in me continuing to carry on with this game, so I'll just take a modest exit and take it with a pinch of salt. And if that made anything worse, I had to play with Sheffield United next game, which started off relatively good as well, with a nice 1-0 opener. Not bad. In the 14th minute, I'll take it. I will take it. But early on in the game, with a bit of keeper error and defensive shambolic incidents, we conceded. And then we conceded. And then I got a red card, which really was not ideal, considering that playing with Sheffield United against Liverpool is like playing with 10 men. Sorry, Sheffield fans, but you know it just as much as I do. Half time came along. Not the end of the world. We're playing against Liverpool, aren't we? So we thought, yeah, second half, we'll give it a good crack. Not a problem. We can handle this. No, we can't. Unfortunately, it's 3-1. But, however, with a bit of Ryan Brewster fun, we pinged it in the bottom left corner. Fantastic stuff. 3-2. We'll take it. We thought. Until I messed up again, and then it became 4-2. So, yeah, it was not ideal. We didn't manage to get the best out of Liverpool, but we move on to Southampton from, I believe, was a very frustrating 90 minutes, but started off relatively well with a Minamino cross into Mr. Danny Ings. Ping ping, 1-0. And then a cheeky dink of a corner, Vestergaard back onto Ings, which created a decent chance for a penalty, you would think. To capitalise, I think not. Let's hit the post instead. And completely miss any player in the box for a chance. Until then, we got a second penalty. I thought, yeah, sound. We'll take a second penalty. Not a problem at all. We did this time. We don't mess about. 2-0 to Southampton. Shortly after, and just before half-time, we had an absolute disaster at the back again. And then the half-time whistle went as I was about to break and score and make it 3-1. Second half underway at St Mary's Stadium. We thought to ourselves, if we can hang on, we'll do just fine. But we couldn't hang on, and we couldn't do just fine. 68th minute. No one else but the man himself, the absolute beast, Erling Haaland, scored and made it 3-2. And then, thankfully, someone else made a bit of chronic defensive judgment. And in the 87th minute, we scored an absolute peach. Beautiful. Southampton fans went mad. We all celebrated in a bit of joy. Chempo having the time of his life. And then a shocking tackle like that. Got him a red. And in hopes that we could try and get a winning goal in the dying minutes of the game. We got a cheeky break from Diallo. He pinged it out to Walcott. He's one-on-one with the keeper. And it's absolutely shocking. But yeah, not too bad. Out of 7 games, we weren't doing so bad at all. And this was the point in which we thought we really need to knuckle down and get ourselves into the next division. Spurs at home to Manchester City. Not a bad place to start, but unfortunately Kevin De Bruyne did not make that easy for us. But with a bit of persistency, we were back to level terms early on in the game. Or at least that's what I thought, until Gundogan snapped all my defenders' ankles in half. Horrendous. But into half time, 2-1 to City, not the worst result. We go on for the second half. Now, early enough on, De Bruyne struck, missed, Gundogan, goal, goodbye, 3-1 to City, and it happened again. The ball got put in, and Rodri finished off what could have been a decent game for me to capitalise and get automatic promotion. Now that left nothing but 2 games left. Ooh. 1 win would get us the promotion, and 2 wins would get us a title. West Brom vs Manchester City. Oh, well, what an absolute gem that was. And look at that, we've got promotion. Now, I'm not saying I'm lucky, but I'm lucky. Final game of the lot, and this was it. West Ham versus Bayern Munich. Hard challenge, but that's what we had to do. And yep, we basically had to win the title. So with the power of West Ham, Mikel Antonio started us off with a 23rd minute flyer. 1-0 to West Ham. And then a cheeky tackle on the edge of the box for a man like me with all the free kick tutorials. Yeah, didn't quite go to plan. But yeah, half time, West Ham 1, Bayern Munich 0. Now, Bayern Munich being the team that they are, I knew that I would engage in a decent battle with a absolutely superb ball over the top for Sane. Couldn't do a thing about it, but unfortunately with his goalkeeper's lacking error, Zaid Benrahma managed to get a cheeky goal to make it 2-1. But the fun didn't stop there. It really did not, because in the 72nd minute, a cheeky dink through to Bowen caused an absolute fantastic finish in the top left to make it West Ham 3, Bayern Munich 1. But just to make myself a little bit more on my toes, in the 85th, Muller got a second for Bayern just to give me that extra nippy bum time for the title. But when all else failed, in the 93rd minute, Benrahma got the ball, banged it in the back of the net. West Ham are the champions. We got the title. Premier League A to Z. We did it. We might have failed first time at Division 5, but second time round, we managed to get the title and move on to the magical Division 4. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope that you've enjoyed this magical moment. Thank you. Peace out. It's Folksy. I'll see you next time.